Hello, as you can see, I'm riding a bike and I'm also in the middle of some vineyards because we are in Villány. We are spending 2 days here drinking and eating some wonderful stuff and also attending the famous red wine festival. So if you're interested in a weekend getaway here in Hungary, then come with us on this adventure! At the southern border of Hungary, roughly 4 hours away from Budapest by train or 2 hours by car, you will find Villány, a town and many smaller villages around it, making up the famous wine region. And for this weekend, we'll be staying in one of those villages. When you travel the Hungarian countryside, chances are you might stay at an inn or a guest house. And we just arrived to our staying place here for the next 2 days. Let's check the room out. After checking in and settling down in our cozy little room, we wanted to explore the grounds of the Bocor Guesthouse, starting with getting acquainted with the neighborhood cat. We have met a new friend. After being approved as guests by the friendly feline, we simply couldn't resist checking out the outdoor baths, given how excellent the weather was. Seriously, it's the 6th of October and the weather is so nice here. By the way, this is one of the reasons why this area, this region is particularly good for winemaking. But I'll tell you guys later on in this video what are the exact reasons why the Villány wine is famous and good. For our first evening, we grabbed a cab to Villány and took a deep dive into the wineries the main street offered. Hopping from place to place, looking for cellars and wine shops that sparked our curiosity, and then got shocked when a piano just casually rolled past us. We'll be seeing him a few times this weekend. Anyways, we also had some snacks and meals here and there, and of course, enjoyed wine after wine before heading home to get some sleep for the adventures on our next day. Good morning. Let's grab some breakfast. So we rented some bikes and now we can go to explore the wonderful Villány region. Let's go! So as I mentioned yesterday, the weather is really nice. It's kind of Mediterranean, and if you look at a map, we are almost at the same level as like northern Italy or Provence in France. Those places where you naturally say those are like good wine regions. And that is one of the reasons why here at the southern end of Hungary, you can grow some really nice grapes and make excellent wine. Not gonna lie, renting a bike for this particular path, yeah, no wonder there are no bike tracks around here. But anyways, I can see the end coming soon. You good, honey? She okay. Even though it's a difficult ride with the bike, the view is simply breathtaking. You can see all the way to Croatia. We are actually really close to the border. You can see the mountains over there. Whee! Yeah, probably that way of transportation would have been easier for us, but maybe next time. Just enjoy the view for now. As you can see, there are many hills here in Villány, and most of them have their own unique names. This one is called Ördögárok. It actually means the devil's ditch, and the legend has it the devil was so envious of the nice wine here, he also wanted to cultivate his own grapes for his own wine. So basically he dug his very own ditch here to grow his grapes and make his wine, and that's why this is called the devil's ditch. So, here's another fun fact about the name of the hills. We already discussed the Ördögárok, and behind me there's the Jammertal and the Sterntal. They sound German. Now, Jammertal you can translate as crying hill, and apparently legend says that the Turkish army was defeated here, and during the night of the battle, people were still hearing the cries of the defeated Turks in those hills, and that's why it's named Jammertal. Finally, some flat land.
Hi.
We are almost at Villány. Maybe we can grab a wine or something
Food,
to eat.
food.
Let's go get it. We then made our way into the town to grab some nice schnitzel, an excellent lamb stew with cottage cheese and pasta we call túrós csúsza. And by the time we were done, the festive parade started on the main street. Villány has a long history with wine. Even as part of the Roman Empire, people were already harvesting grapes and making wine here. This tradition carried on, and Hungarians who later settled here also continued this craft. You could see the many different regional cultures from the area represented among the marching people, and some even wore historical dresses like Roman or Ottoman soldiers. And even our cruising piano friend showed up too. Thank God we finished our lunch just in time to catch the festive parade, and if you watched closely, a lot of people were wearing not only Hungarian traditional clothing but also Swabian or Schwäbisch. This town is actually also known as Villány because of the many people with that kind of ancestry. Even I have some ancestors who were Schwäbisch. Hungary is a cultural melting pot, as we say, and over our history, many different nationalities came to Hungary to revitalize depopulated areas, which is why you may see town names written sometimes in two languages. There's a lot more people now, and I'm really curious how many more will be here during the evening. Because right now we will cycle back to our lovely little guest house, refresh, and then come back with a cab so that we can drink as much as we like. Now, this is the final hill we're gonna talk about. This is the Kopár-dűlő, or Bald Hill. You can see it's kind of bold on the top, but actually this is where the top premium wine is being created. This is like the best place thanks to the mountain, thanks to its shape, thanks to this microclimate that it creates, which is also why the wine here in this region is particularly good. The Villány mountain range stands alone in this region, and combined with the ideal climate, getting more sunlight on its southern side, and also helping rainwater down its feet, it provides ideal conditions for the grapes. But a part of this mountain range, the Szársomlyó not only gives better protection and better supply of water thanks to its steeper shape, its hills are also more mineral rich, making it the best hill for top quality wine. After getting back home and resting at the guest house, we teamed up with some other residents to take a fun ride in an old bus all the way back to the festival in Villány. By the way, if you attend one of these festivals, perhaps you will get your very own glass. Maybe on a beer festival it will be a keg, on a wine festival it will be a nice wine bottle. So let's walk, enjoy the nice wine, let's have some fun. But before we filled our glasses with wine, we explored the festival grounds, and after smelling all the delicious food that was surrounding us, we couldn't resist getting some tasty flatbread sandwich to fill our tummies. With our hunger for food gone, we enjoyed some live music, and finally got a glass of wine as we made our way back to the main street with the sellers. If you come here, make sure to try the Cabernet Franc. This place is really famous for it. It's one of their local specialties, and I actually also enjoy it. Cheers! When you travel Europe, most of the time you'll find this wonderful drink as wine, vino, vinsko, vin, something like that. But if you come to Hungary, we have a different name for it. According to the legends, when the Hungarians came here, our ancestors took over this Carpathian plains, there was one tribe who came to this particular spot, where obviously you could make wine, and they were the first ones who actually found out how to make good wine, and the name of that tribe was Bor. So if you look at a Hungarian menu and look for wine, don't look for that word, look for Bor. Cheers! Before getting any comments on this, yes, there is another explanation for the origin of the word, which is about the Hun sacrificial mountain called Bor Tengri, but I like this one better. One of the reasons why I love Villány is because there are so many wine cellars right next to each other, and the journey of going from one place to the other, trying out different wines, that's probably the best experience you can get here. I mean, this place behind me, we were here yesterday. It was probably the cheapest, maybe not the best wine, but the local owner and his wife, they were really nice. We even got some free wine, and in the end, we just had to buy one bottle of Kék Frankos. It was super fun, and even though, if you want some more expensive places, you can go to them, or to have more casual and more friendly atmosphere, you can go to these smaller, lesser known ones. Anyways, hopefully if you guys come here, you will have a great time. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to see more content like this. And again, see you guys in our future videos. Bye! I need wine. Bye!